Hey guys, WinTech94 here with a new video. This is the part 2 of my combo generator. I did promise you guys a video where I'd go over the programming behind it and the logic and systems and stuff. So yeah, alright, so let's get on with it. Just a quick note, I will be going over this pretty quickly for those of you guys who already know how to program, just want to know how it works. For those of you who don't or are learning, you can follow along with this, but if you find it a bit difficult, I will be posting a fully commented version of the engine onto mediafire, so you can download it, look at it, look at how it works, and learn from it hopefully. And for those of you guys who already do know how to program, fully open source project, so feel free to modify it, break it, fix it, whatever. Um, yeah, so have fun. So go over this pretty quickly. So start off with the index page, right? So you've got it's a PHP page. It's basically just a form that feeds through the engine, which is the main system. Um, it's just a title. That's a href tag for the about, which is there. Um, then you've got your little table here, which is the two table fields are these two here. There you go. That's the UI or user input box. Um, then you've got another table which has the report type, which is the short and long. So that's a radio. They're two radio buttons. They both have the same name, yes, because or the same value. Sorry, the same name. God, I can't think. Sorry, it's been a long day. Um, both have the same name because I'm pretty sure that radios buttons are an array type. Um, so then they can just you reference it when you reference it. You either reference short or long. Um, yeah. So moving on, once they've hit all the input, you've got the final field, which is the generate button, um, which is a submit type. There you go. So now onto the engine. So you've got number one variables declared at the top from the post. Number one, that's the UI, again, user input. Report type is the array, which is short or long, the radio buttons. There you go. So I'll skip all this bit here because not really important. The main PHP engine is what's important. Um, so you got date. Variable date is equal to PHP's date method with the different flags there and stuff. And then echo generated at, and then you just echo out the date, which is this bit here. Moving on. I don't know why the hell it's saying 8 o'clock, 8th of March. I have to look into that. I think it's off time zones and stuff. I didn't set the time zone. Um, moving on. So when you got that last number that you type into the combination box or the odd number out from the original 12 or 13 it is that you get, you have to divide it by 4. So you got a variable called divider is equal to 4, and base sum, I'll get into that in a sec, but I'm just initializing that to 0 at the moment. So if your number 1 is set to divider, sorry, if your number 1 is greater than divider, so I know, what did we enter? We entered 14. So 14 is greater than 4, yes it is. Then base sum is equal to number 1 modulus divider, so that would be the remainder. So 14 divided by 4, that would be 12 remainder 2, right? So yeah, so there you go. That's how it figures out the remainder. Um, so the base sum is the remainder that everything gets worked off. Else the base sum. So if it's less, then the base sum is set to 0. Um, there we go. So let's see. First digit is equal to base sum. So obviously, you go from here. Your first digit is equal to the base sum, then you just plus 4 all the way through. Um, So while first digit is less than 40, you first array. So you have got an array here. You basically the index in the array is equal um, to the first digit. So that would be 2 at first, and then you go plus 4, and then you loop it again, and then it'd be first array would be equal to 6 now, and then plus 4 again, to 10 to loop it again. It goes all the way through, adding indexes to the next possible index in the array until you hit 40. And then it'll just exit the loop, move on. So this is, you have that weird bit how it's like can't even. What the shit did I just do? There you go. So how you got that bit? How it's like 0, 1, 2, 3 equals 2 equals 3 equals 0 equals 1. So that's that bit here, right? That's how it determines what value to go with. So if base sum is equal to 2, remember the base sum is the remainder, then second digit is equal to 2. Else if, so those you don't know what an else if is quickly, if it's not this, then else is it this. So base sum is equal to 1, second digit equals 3. If it's not, check if the base sum is equal to 2. If it is, second, so on and so forth. That's how it figures out that bit, right? Second array, again, you've got an array. Same loop as the first one. It'll take whatever value this is, say if it's 3, and it will basically second array is equal to whatever that is plus 4, loop around again, adds it to the next index, etc. Yeah, so table border, this just is to output this bit here. There you go. And then with the border and the grade stuff and whatnot, and the grey background. Then you've got a for loop. If it's set to short, you have a for loop which is just print out the first array. So it'll cycle through, right, and go through 10 times. And each time it'll say print out this, print out I, which would be on the first time it'll be 0, and then so index 0, 0, cycle around again, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then number 1 is just going to remain the same all the way through because that's a user input. That's the last digit. It's never going to change. Okay, so as far as reporting, if it was long, if it was a long report, I came up with a pretty smart logical system. It's got the current index, loop counter, second counter. So you would say for I is equal to 0, whilst it's less than 100. It would run a quick check saying if the loop counter is less than 10, sorry, if the loop counter is equal to 10, loop counter is equal to 0. Set the loop counter back to 0, current index increment, and then if the current index is less than 9, sorry, is greater than 9, then exit the loop, exit the system. So you've got your first array, current index. So the first array is equal to current index, and then that's equal to second counter. So basically, every time it cycles through the loop, I've designed it so this would stay on, 1 or the 0 or whatever until that's what this little control system does here. It'll stay on 0 until this cycles all the way through to 0 through 9, or because indexes are 0 based. Yeah, and then when it hits, when it's ready to go again, start over again, it'll increment this by 1, do 10 of those, increment by 1, do 10 of those, increment by, and all the way through until it's done it 100 times, which is enough to print out the entire list. Again, that's just part of that control statement that allows that to cycle through as it is. And then that's it. You just got a little copyright thing down the bottom, and yeah. So that was a pretty quick thing that I rushed through to try and get it out to you guys as quick as possible. I will be, like I said, putting up a fully commented version for those of you guys who are learning. Yeah, so tell me what you think I did wrong, or if I did something right. Just inbox me, whatever you guys want. Like I said in the last videos, if you want to collaborate on a project or whatever, feel free to message me or whatever. So yeah, hope you guys liked it, and I'll catch you in the next video.